Hello, today I'm going to show you how to draw these gingerbread man cookies. Let's open a new document, get rid of the stroke and change the fill to any color you like. Now press the letter L for the ellipse tool or select it from the toolbar panel and draw a circle. This will be a head. Click away to deselect and change the fill to white. Let's zoom in. Click in the center and draw a small circle for a nose. Then draw a bigger circle for the eye. Let's copy it to the other side. Press the letter O for the reflect tool and while you are holding down the Alt key, click in the center to set the reflect point. Make sure the axis is set to vertical and then click copy. Let's create one more circle directly below the nose and scale it up. Switch to the direct selection tool and select only the top anchor point of this new circle. Now press the delete key on your keyboard. Next we'll draw hair. Swap the fill and the stroke, make sure the stroke is on top, and select the curvature tool or the pen tool, whichever one you feel more comfortable to use. Now create a little squiggly line. If you wish, you can adjust the stroke's weight and use a different width profile. Let's recenter it. Make sure your smart guides are turned on. Select the face, bring the fill to the front, and let's apply this color to it. Next, we'll draw the other parts. First, create a new layer and lock the layer with the face. Then switch to the rectangle tool and draw a rectangle. Next, click on the 3 Transform tool and choose Perspective Distort. Then click on the top right corner of this bounding box and drag it to the left. Let's draw an arm. Make a small rectangle. Switch to the direct selection tool and select only the anchor points on the right. Now click on one of the round corner widgets and drag it all the way to the left. Rotate it and place it over here. Let's create a leg. Select the ellipse tool, draw a small ellipse, rotate it and place it over here. Now select the pen tool and create a rectangle shape. Next, we'll copy all 3 parts to the other side. Using the selection tool, select both bottom parts and the arm. Press the letter O for the reflect tool, then while you are holding down the Alt key, click in the center to set the reflect point and choose Copy. Select all the parts, open the Pathfinder window and choose Unite. If you wish, you can select these 2 bottom anchor points and round the corners. Next, we'll add these squiggly lines. First, let's create a new layer. Choose a different color and swap the fill and the stroke. Make sure the stroke is on top. Using the pen tool, draw a straight line. Open the stroke panel and increase the stroke's weight. Then go to Effect, Distort and Transform and choose Zigzag. Turn on the preview box to see what we are doing and now adjust the ridges per segment, size and change the points to smooth. Let's rotate it and place it over the hand. Create additional copy, rotate it and place it over the foot. Next, we'll copy both parts to the other side. Switch to the Reflect tool. Press and hold down the Alt key, click in the center and select Copy. Now we will trim the excess parts. There are many ways to do this. Today I will use the clipping mask method. First, select the shape and create a copy. Press the Ctrl and C buttons on your keyboard to copy it and Ctrl F to paste it in front. Next, go to Layers and open the sub-layers in Layer 2. Now move the copied layer to Layer 3. Select the bottom shape, the top shape and all the lines. Then press the Ctrl and number 7 keys on your keyboard to create a clipping mask. If you need to make any changes to your lines, you can still do it. First, open the Clip Group layer and then select the lines. Now you can change the color or increase the stroke's weight. To adjust an individual line, first switch to the Direct Selection tool, select a desired line and adjust it. Let's swap the fill and the stroke and draw a circle to create a button. Because we didn't expand our last shape after applying the zigzag effect, Illustrator automatically applies the last used effect to the next shape you draw. To bring it back to a default setting, open the Appearance panel and click on the Clear Appearance icon from the bottom. Now the circle looks like a circle again. Let's create another copy. Finally, we will make a scarf. Let's create a new layer and lock all the other layers. Swap the fill and the stroke and choose dark blue or any color you like. Now, using the pen tool or the curvature tool, draw a scarf. Let's change the fill to light blue. If you wish, you can increase the stroke's weight. Next, we'll draw white dots. First, get rid of the stroke and change the fill to white. Then draw lots of dots. Select the Magic Wand tool and click on one of the dots. This will select all of them at once. Next, go to Object, Transform and choose Transform Each. Change the horizontal and vertical scale value to 50 and select Random from the options. Click OK. Now unlock all layers, select everything, move it to the side and create a copy. Let's make a few changes to the mouth and the scarf. Just be creative and have fun. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.